7, 6'8", and 6'8", and that is Jimmy Wolf to jump center against.
The point played by O'Hanlon, number 22. And the Quakers starting out holding the basketball, but not for long. Calhoun handled it. They have not gone to the corners yet. And as we said, if they decide to let the air out of the ball, you will find that Villanova will go after them. Last year, they did not. So a little bit of strategy here by Dick Harder. I do not think he will go a whole game this way, but it's a good psychological move, if nothing else.
1 minute, 1 minute.
There's a timeout for injury. Dave Wall got something in his eye.
Could be the contact lens.
So if it accomplished something, it brought Villanova out of its ball defense, momentarily anyway. Wall is isolated on O'Hanlon. And a foul on O'Hanlon. No basket. Sammy Sims cleans the board, and let's see what the Quakers match up with, man-to-man. Chris Ford, who's got size on Wall. And this is where the problem may arise for Pennsylvania. Ford at well over 6'4". Bilski got a hand on it, and someone got a hand on Howard Porter. Jimmy Wolf and Porter at the line.
They've both missed free throws.
We're going to have a jump ball between Calhoun and Sims. Almost 2 minutes gone, no score. In control, Villanova. Clarence Smith, 2-0. Clarence isolated, went in. Now what's it going to be here? It's the ball defense again. They just came out to man-to-man. Knocked out of bounds by Ford. Morse picks up where he left off against Princeton with that deep corner bomb, and it's 2-2. And now full court pressure, man-to-man, being applied. O'Hanlon and Bilski. The matchup again, Wolf finds himself with Porter, and Porter loses it. Wall, great fake, but no make. Sims with a rebound. The teams are jacked up, the crowd is jacked up, and we're jacked up. Sims. Porter follow, no, and Wolf for the rebound. Lead underneath, blocked by Sims. Oh, Daddy, what a block. All right, the Quakers run their offense. Calhoun, the middleman. Jimmy Wolf, make it 4-2, Penn. O'Hanlon behind the back. A hook is no good. Sims comes away with the shot. Chris Ford. Quakers in control. A cherry pick for Dave Wall. No. And the follow by Morse is no good. That's Porter over the top. Morse for the rebound. Steve Bilski. Followed by Morse. 6-2, Penn. I'd say I'd have to give a little advantage to the Quakers on the backboard so far, Jane.
They're playing basketball now.
Give and go to O'Hanlon. Tries to hit the trailer. Porter saves it. Ford on Morse, followed by Porter. Porter gets it back. Foul on Chris Ford. Steve Bilski makes it 7-2. So the Quakers have scored 7 in a row after the initial basket by Villanova. Here is Howard Porter. That's goaltending on Fox. On Wolf, sorry. 7-4, 7-4. I have a mental block with Wolf and Fox, Gene, and it's going to haunt me. Not the individuals, the animals. Here's Morse, followed by Calhoun. Nope. And a foul on Sims. Calhoun. 8-4 Penn. And we've, as you see, played almost 5 minutes. Chris Ford is a guard. At 6'5", remember now. You got big size over either of the Penn kids if they want to go one-on-one. Porter hits the trailer Sims. 8-6.
Nice feed from Porter to Sims that time.
Morse is in. 10-6. 10-4. Still man-to-man for the Quakers. O'Hanlon tries to shake and go, and Ford misses the backboard. Sims is on the line. That presented an optical illusion. It looked for the brief moment as if that ball had gone through the net. Dave Wall, 12-6, Penn.
You have an offensive foul on that, Al?
I was trying to check, I think, Freddie O'Hanlon, but I didn't get any reading on it. So we'll give it to him until we're corrected. Wolf and Porter blocked it. Apparently Villanova will not let Steve Bilski or Dave Wall get uncontested shots. Wall's shot was from deep. Bad pass. Morse had position, too. Morse from Kennett Square, really one of the finds in the Big Five. Not one of the most sought-after players. Found his way to the University of Pennsylvania and is fast becoming one of the better forwards here in this area. Howard Porter. Calhoun. Bilski. Morse, 14-8. The Quakers, 14-6, lead by 8. Porter, new, and a foul. Foul on Wolf. (14-7). Try to set up a pick for Dave Wall. Saved by Bilski. And at the moment, the Calhoun-Morse-Wolf combination out rebounding. Dave Wall, 16-8. Chris Ford. Whistle on the play. It's an offensive foul on Ford. That's number 2 on Chris, number 4 on the team. 11:54 and running. Calhoun, 18-8, 10-point advantage now for Pennsylvania. And I think Jack Kraft, at the next opportunity coming up, might call timeout. I don't know. He was just about to. Wolf with the ball. Open man Morse. This is Clarence Smith. Chris Ford turns the ball and gets it back. Hits the open man Sims. It is good. Chris Ford made that happen. 18-10 Penn. 11 minutes first half. Calhoun. Oop. Villanova ball, indicated by Hal Grossman. 3 officials working it tonight. Pressure in the backcourt. And peel off. O'Hanlon guarded by Bilski. Smith guarded by Morse. Ford guarded by Wohl. Porter guarded by Wolf. Howard Porter. 18-12, and that for Howard Porter. Points 5 and 6. Morse had his shot but couldn't get it off. Ford gambles. Calhoun loses it, and he's fouled by Randy O'Hanlon. Digger Phelps, Ray Edelman, and Dick Harder. O'Hanlon with a pass, blocked by Calhoun. Wait a moment, a whistle on the play. 2 points.
O'Hanlon's trying to keep the crowd quiet down there like a quarterback in football.
Dave Wohl, the open man Morse. Jimmy Wolf knocked it out of bounds. I think the one rap, if that's the word I want to use, I had against Jimmy Wolf as a basketball player was the fact that he wasn't aggressive enough. He's got size, he's got good mobility and everything else, but boy, I'll tell you, tonight he's showing me something. O'Hanlon with his shake and go, and there's a blocking foul. Oh, there's an offensive foul on O'Hanlon. Well, we'll see what Jack Kraft does with 9:43 remaining. He's got O'Hanlon in foul trouble. Morse knocked out of bounds. And the Quakers are out-rebounding Villanova, which is no mean feat. There's a traveling call on Steve Bilski. Because with that line of Porter, Sims, and Smith, they can go pretty good.
There's anxiety on both sides.
They're setting Porter up on a screen inside. That's it. 18-16. They try to screen him along the baseline. Villanova has scored 8 straight after trailing by 10. That was Smith with a rebound. Porter isolated on Wolf. O'Hanlon. And Calhoun. You see 3 of those Quakers there checking out. They set up Morse for the outside shot. He gets it back. He keeps going to the hole, and it's 20-16. 10 points. Bob Morse. We understand they call him Robbie in high school. One of his friends was telling me the other day. O'Hanlon on a solo, 2018. Quakers with the ball by 2. Bilski. Here's Chris Ford, a 2-on-1. Broken up by Dave Wall. And saved. Beautiful play by Wall. Whistle, no basket. Al Grossman indicating the violation on the play. He traveled with the ball. 7.5 minutes in the first half. This is Fox. Sims, offensive foul. Carl Robbins will come into the game. Morris is set up for another one. Smith has the rebound. Morris has taken 12 shots from that position tonight. And he has scored 5 baskets. Smith. Sims. We're tied. First time we've been tied since it was 2-2. Villanova. As you see the time and the score. Hank Sementowski is in the ball game now in the middle, replacing Sammy Sims. Carl Robbins. So a few changes have been made with 6.5 minutes to go to the half. That's Robbins. Dave Wall traveled. No back. John Fox in there out of Pittman, New Jersey. Takes the shot. Still owned by the Wildcats. Hank Sementowski out of Northeast Catholic. Not much. Dave Wall with a brilliant defensive play. However, Howard Porter remains in control, and he's fouled by Bob Morris. Doubleheader. And the Wildcats go ahead after trailing by 10. 18-8. It's now 21-20. Porter has scored 9. Man-to-man defense. Morris guarded by Sementowski. Bilski had to unload as Chris Ford picked him up. And we're seeing something we didn't get to see too often in the last 8 years with Jack Kraft as the coach, a man-to-man defense. Here's a foul. And a 1-and-1 now for Carl Robbins. Timely baskets. Good clutch basketball player. 5.5 minutes left to the half, and Villanova by 1. Ford guarded by Wall. Now he's got size on him. Chris, 6'5". Wall keeps getting a hand in there. Porter and Calhoun. Howard draws a crowd. And Bobby Morris makes the play. Calhoun. 22-21 Penn. Whistle on the play and a foul. The basket is good, but a foul was called. Almost a half hold for him. A long way to go this season. And we're tied at 22.
Most important, he's hitting from the free throw line under pressure.
He has 10 points. Good move by Bilski. Yes. No. Traveling call. Now one official indicated possibly, but in the backcourt, Wally Rooney at the midline, and we got 3 officials tonight, had blown his whistle, and believe me, you cannot hear the whistles. Porter. And Morse with a rebound. And if this kid isn't playing an outstanding game again, huh? Penn wants to talk it over with 4:16 left of the half.
Villanova, unsung in this ball game, Clarence Smith.
But I've got to give the edge to the Quakers in the rebounding here and control of the boards. Seem to be doing the job. And this guy in particular, Morse, right there. Calhoun. That's 2 for 2 from that point, and it's 24-22. So what they're doing now is they're setting Calhoun up in the corner after Bob Morse had a few problems making him after he made his first couple. And that's the wonderful versatility that Dick Harder has. He's got guys he can interchange, and there's a grab and foul on Steve Bilski. Pennsylvania by 1, 24-23, 3 minutes 47 on the clock. Game 1 to Temple, 79-63 over Delaware. Robbins, see if they're looking for Calhoun over on the right side. Corky comes out this time. They'll try to set him up for that deep corner shot. Last year they got the points out of the backcourt. Now they're getting it out of the corner. Man-to-man defense by the Villanova Wildcats. Heck of a move by Dave Wohl, and it's 26-23. Chris Ford and Dave Wohl the matchup. Fox 22 feet away. 26-25. Penn by 1. Morse traveled. Traveling call on Clarence Smith. Turnovers now. Penn has committed 9 and Villanova 6. Ford having a problem, and Dave Wohl fights him for it. Sementowski picks it up. Going to be a jump ball or a foul, one or the other. It's a foul on Dave Wohl. Only the 5th time he's been at the line this season. And we're tied at 26. 4th tie of the ball game. Biggest lead of the first half has been 10 by Penn. Steve Bilski and Howard Porter takes the rebound. 2 minutes coming up. Fox to Sementowski. Going to Porter. Behind a screen by Sementowski. Ford hits the open man, Porter, and a foul on Morse. And Sam Sims coming in the ball game, and Porter gets another. A minute 48 to the half. We're tied. Villanova now leads by 1. Villanova in a man-to-man defense tonight for the majority of this first half. Penn maintained control. Bilski finds Calhoun behind a screen. Corky picked up. Dave Wohl forcing the shot, and Porter gets the rebound. That's for number 54, his 4th rebound. Fox hits Porter, and Porter hits the basket, and it's 29-26, and Howard Porter has 13 points. Morse traveled. He must penetrate the offensive zone right there, as Ford is doing. getting a pick, screen from Sammy Sims. "12 seconds, 10 seconds, and they usually start it here. They get it to the guy they want to get it to, Howard Porter. An in and outer. Sementowski, no. Carl Robbins has it. There's the buzzer. That's the half and the score. Villanova 29, Penn 26. Join Gene Kelly and his guest in just a moment. Here we go. Porter. Morris controls the tap. Steve Bilski with Dave Wall. Morris and Calhoun the corner man and Wolf the middleman. They double up. The ball defense, Villanova has played man-to-man. And now in their zone. Morris sets up at 16 feet away, and it's 29-28. So Morris has indicated he can shoot from outside as well as deep in the corner along the baseline. This is Fanny O'Hanlon, who plays with 3 personal fouls, with Chris Ford, Sims, Smith, and Porter, the front line. Porter. Bilski got a hand on it. Ford. Wolf for the rebound. And Calhoun is going to be charged with an offensive foul. Give you enough room to do that. Apparently he did. O'Hanlon rubs his man off the pick and goes to the hole. Ronnie O'Hanlon, 31-28. He got a pick out at about 30 feet and soloed in. Wolf give and go to Morris. Beautiful. And Morris, selected as the outstanding player last week in the Big Five by the sports writers and broadcasters, is on his way to maybe another one of those nights. But he did the job on the Tigers. O'Hanlon. Porter with an opportunity rebound. He's too strong. Steve Bilski, the open man, Dave Wall, and the Quakers lead 32-31. To Ford. Porter wrestled to the ground by Morris and will have a jump. They probably will. I haven't, checked specifically, but Penn will try everybody on Howard Porter, and they'll switch a lot inside. Although Morris has him man-to-man, Wolf has had him at times. Got a foul on Steve Bilski. Calhoun with a rebound, and the Quakers on a break. Not quite. Bilski. Porter rebound. It's a 1-on-2, and Sam will look for help. Ford taking the smaller man inside if he can, but you got to give Dave Wall a lot of credit for sticking right in there with Chris Ford. He's given up size. Bilski broke that loose as Porter tried to drive. Steve hits Morris, and Morris traveled with the ball.
And he knew it, too. He knew it.
Bench. And the Quakers lead by 1 with 17:15 and running on the clock. This is what Philadelphia basketball is all about, anybody. In and outer for Smith. Smith gets it back. Make it 33-32. Villanova by 1. Clarence Smith. Clarence sick a great deal of last year, saw limited service as a sophomore, but in his freshman year with Howard Porter, there wasn't that much difference between the two in ability. Calhoun. Boom! 34-33. Penn by 1. Ford gets a screen, can't use it. Sims goes in, lost control. No for Wohl, and Smith with a rebound. Quakers in their man-to-man. Set up a screen for Porter. Inside to Smith. 35-34, Villanova by 1. Part of the sellout throng here at the Palestra tonight. Calhoun. 2 taps for the Quakers, and they couldn't put it in. Wolf on one side and Calhoun on the other. Smith. O'Hanlon. Whistle. Foul on Steve Bilski. Morse. Calhoun. Oh, Corky blows a tight one. Wohl and Bilski. 36-35. There's a deadly combination. Lead to Chris Ford. Grabbed by Wohl, or traveling. He traveled. 8.5 minutes left in this one. And 1 point separating as the lead seesaws with each basket. Inside, Wolf with position and is fouled in the act of shooting. Clarence Smith. Well, when they get this tight, it's just a matter of who does the right thing at the right time. Jim Wolf gets another shot. He draws the collar, but Calhoun may save him. Nope. Followed by Wolf. No basket. No basket. An offensive foul on Wolf. The line gets 1 as Wolf picked up the foul, and Porter ties the score. So not only do they not get the 2 at the other end, they give up 1. There's a 3-point play, and we're knotted at 36. This is the first tie we've had of this half. Man-to-man by Villanova. Bilski. 38-36. Still 14 minutes to go in this one, a long way from home. They screen for Smith. Bilski with a rebound. Dave Wohl. Calhoun. It's Wolf. And they cannot penetrate. Back to the ball defense, or combination, if you will. They don't want to give Penn any more open shots than they have to. Morse. Smith hits the open man Ford. But the Quakers, leading by 2, had an opportunity to open it up by 4. Howard Porter blocked by Jim Wolf. Whistle on the play, and a foul. Indicates he can go as deep, if not deeper, than Jack Kraft can go on his bench. 2 shots for Howard Porter. 38-37. Porter has 15. Porter has 16, and we're tied again at 38.
Porter doesn't miss many from that free throw line, I'll tell you that.
Well, up to tonight, he'd been a 67% shooter, 14 for 21. Well, that was a pretty good look at Clarence Smith sending that ball up into the stands. And next time Corky Calhoun sets to take the shot, he'll have to remember that. Kohler was a fine shooter. Bilski gets a pick, and there's a switch now. Ford has Calhoun, but there's not much difference in size there. Bilski with that shake and go. And a foul on Smith. This is the quarterback of the Quakers, Steve Bilski, making it 40-38 Penn. That was how much time, and it's running. Neither team indicating they're going to be able to get any kind of a spread on the other one. Villanova with problems against this very tight switching man-to-man defense. Find Ford underneath. He blows it, however, and we had a whistle, and a basket is going to be good because I believe it was touched while it was still on the rim. And that's exactly what the call is. And there is some doubt as to whether that ball would have gone in the hole, but as long as it's on the rim and it's touched, it's automatic. In this case, the Quakers might have done themselves an injustice because it looked like it was spilling out. Bilski to the trailer. Look at him move that ball around. Carl Robbins is fouled in the act of shooting by Howard Porter. .42-40. Ford gets the pick he wants. Inbounds, Howard Porter, tied at 42. Howard Porter has now picked up 18 points. Corky Calhoun, we're tied. No, check, 44-42. Excuse me. We have been tied on several occasions. Like the last four times down the floor. O'Hanlon, as he tries to force his way into the middle, is fouled by Steve Bilski. 44-43 on the shot by O'Hanlon. 10.5 minutes left in this one. Man-to-man defense now by Villanova. Steve, of course, cannot afford to drive without running into a foul. And he was fouled as he made his move. I was saying, Steve probably might have been a little reluctant to go to the hole for the shot. And the Quakers lead. 45-43 as Bilski comes out, Kotler comes in. O'Hanlon. Ford. And we're tied at 45. Less than 10 minutes to go in this one now. Dave Wall. You don't come any closer. That rebound to Howard Porter. Remember now, Morse is on the bench, Wolf is on the bench, and Bilski is on the bench. Three of the starters for the Quakers. O'Hanlon. Taken away by Sementowski. No basket, no basket. Offensive goaltending by Howard Porter. Jack Kraft and Dan Dougherty, the gentlemen there. Traveling call on Alan Cutler. Okay, so Bob Morse is in, and it's a very tight full court man-to-man pressure. Sementowski out there to set a screen for O'Hanlon. They work to Porter. Porter goes on Calhoun, forces one up, and Robbins gets the rebound. Dave Wohl. Hank Sementowski got a hand on it. Corky Calhoun traveling. And each one of them, if it's as tight as it's probably going to be. And a foul call on Chris Ford. Smith. 8.5 minutes to go. 45-45. Villanova trying to set up screens along the lane. It's a credit to that Penn defense. Villanova is unable to penetrate. They can't set up high-low either. Calhoun's doing a pretty good job at the moment on Howard Porter. O'Hanlon takes the middle road. And there's a foul on Carl Robbins. O'Hanlon breaks the tie, and Villanova leads by 1, 46-45. Less than 8 minutes. Dave Wohl. O'Hanlon loses it. Give O'Hanlon credit for forcing Wohl too deep underneath to get a good shot. It's been a low-scoring game, and the reason it's been a low-scoring game, Gina, you may or may not agree with me, is because both teams have been playing pretty good defense, too. Morse misses the shot, and Porter gets the rebound.
Defense has been the answer on both sides, no question about it. Also fearful of picking up personals.
Smith. Robbins with a rebound. And we got a foul on Smith. And we're tied. So what else is new? See, Smith set a pick out there for O'Hanlon to get over the midline. Sementowski, offensive foul. We're in control of the ball.
That's right.
There's that fine line. Of course, he was on the dribble. Less than 7 minutes to go. O'Hanlon got a hand on it. Well, that's not a backcourt violation because Villanova had touched the ball. That's Billy Walters. Tough ball player. Remember now, Bilski sits on the bench with 4, as does Chris Ford. Calhoun is open. And Morse knocked it out of bounds. We're still in December. What kind of a ball game is this for December? This is the kind of thing we expect in late February. But this is one that may have all the marbles riding on it, if I may. Howard Porter. It's a 2-on-1, 2-on-2. Wohl. Travel.
Keep your eye on this kid Fox. He did a great job in the first half, number 12 of Villanova.
O'Hanlon played very, very tough by Wohl. Gets away with a little shake and go, and he is fouled in the act of shooting. Villanova by 1, and O'Hanlon gets another. And that, as I said, was the 7th foul, which means that both teams will have the bonus in effect for the rest of the game. They weren't the most beautiful free throws in the world, but they went in, and that's all that really counts. Villanova by 2. Man-to-man defense. Well, sometimes it looks like man-to-man, and all of a sudden I see him slip into a combination, so we'll wait and see what happens here. It's a combination, or that ball defense. Robbins and Porter. Bilski all alone. Someone forgot to pick up his man, and Steve just put it straight to the hole. At 5 minutes to go, it's tied at 48. That's one of the few times tonight there's been an uncontested 2 points. O'Hanlon, long rebound to Bilski. It's 2-on-1. Bilski hits Wall. And we got a foul on Porter. Penn by 1. 4:45 left. Penn by 2. And these are the moments now when Villanova must answer, because if Penn gets any kind of a bulge, and that means 4 points in this game, they just may sit on it a while. We'll see. Speculation only. Howard Porter, no. Taken away by Chris Ford. Taken away by Bob Morse. Timeout called by the Quakers. We'll keep it right here, so...
Like the sore throat department's going to be a real heavy visitor as far as the cough drops are concerned.
Well, the inbounds play produces the basketball. No whistle, and the crowd thought there should have been one because O'Hanlon was knocked out, but that's not necessarily so. I'll see what the Quakers come up with here. Carl Robbins, blocked by Howard Porter. Great point. Bilski, and Ford has the ball. Looking for Porter. Whoa, got a hand on it, and a foot race with Chris Ford. And it's going to be a foul. (51 to 48). And with only 3:36 left in this one, there's a 4-point lead. And the Quakers have scored the last 6 points after trailing 46-48. They get it inside to Porter. 52 to 50. And you can bet me that's going to be the Villanova offense right now. They just try to find Porter low in the lane. Dave Wall. Danny O'Hanlon takes it. (20-footer) Fox. Sims, and we're tied at 52.
Boy, you can't ask for more than this, Al.
Double screen for this one by Dave Wall. Knocked out of bounds by Villanova. As Jim Wolf comes in and Carl Robbins comes out. Wolf with 4 fouls. Smith got a hand on it, but Penn is still in control with 2:20 and running. 52-52. Steve Bilski in traffic, and a foul on O'Hanlon. Are back there again. Bilski has now scored 11. some question as to Bilski misses his first after making 6 in a row. Coming up 2 minutes. Timeout's been called. We'll keep it here at 2:08.
Down to bring it to you.
O'Hanlon to Porter, and Porter misses the shot, and Bilski gets the rebound. 1:50 and running. The Quakers by 1. Cannot afford to foul now because there's a bonus involved here. Calhoun is going to let it go. And Wolf comes up with the ball, but it's caught with a traveling violation. There are 3 referees working this game tonight, and they've all had a good night's work. We're getting down to the last moments here. 1:20 and running. Villanova with the ball, trailing by 1 now. That's Fox. Smith. O'Hanlon wants to clear the side. He wants everybody out of there. Wohl will not let him through. Good move by O'Hanlon as he tries to hit the trailer, and there's a foul as Bilski checked. Penn ball. Timeout. 10 seconds. Murphy. Almost intercepted by Smith. We got a foul. He gets 2 here if he can make the first. He does. And he gets another. .55-52 with 30 seconds to go in this one. O'Hanlon, and there's a foul. 1-1. .55-53. An outstanding basketball game. Whistle, whistle, whistle. No basket. Your TV set tonight. Two opportunities for Villanova to do a job. Calhoun is going to sew it up if he can. That's going to be it. 13 seconds remaining. Calhoun may have put in the clincher, but Porter answers. 57-55. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds.
O'Hanlon, of course, had to leave the game. As you know, he had committed his 5th personal.
Timeout's been caught. There's no chance for a 4-point play, and that's it. All over. Penn 59, Villanova 55. We'll be back in a moment. The Quakers lead by 1 with the ball. Wohl goes through and no one follows him, so it's the ball defense. Now Wohl breaks the seams of the zone and connects 52-49.